What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Justin here, aka No Good Comics. Welcome back to the channel. So I have a box that I just cut open actually, but if you've seen the thumbnail, it was left out in the rain. This was I think Thursday. Always sad to see that at first, hoping that nothing was damaged. Luckily, I don't think anything was, because they were double packaged, which is always a good sign. I didn't open them yet, but we'll go through them right now. But I wanted to go and just jump on live because I haven't done one of these in a while, like just an impromptu kind of live stream. And so I just wanted to take some time to do that, and had some free time here on a Sunday. So hope everybody's doing well. Smash that like button if you haven't already. I want to give a huge shout out to Jason over at bagsandborbs. Bought these books from him over on Instagram. His links are in the description. Really great guy. Love the content he puts out there, and he has a ton of great books that he has on his sale page, which I also put the link in there for down below. So check out his sale page as well. Bags and Borbs for sale, the number 4. Really good dude. And this was not his fault. This was not Jason's fault in any way. Like, he can't, we can't help it. It was left out in the rain. That's the mail system here. So it is what it is. Just a little bit of bad luck. I've definitely seen some really bad experiences from other people with just shipping and packaging, and getting their comics delivered in general by UPS or whoever, and kind of getting damaged or whatever. So I consider myself lucky. Like I said, these were all double packed up. So again, Jason, if you're ever watching this, appreciate it, man, that you threw them in these extra bags here. And obviously they're also in bag and board. So I think it would take a lot of water to really get into to the packages. So but I do appreciate it. So again, if you are not following Jason, go check him out. I see some people hanging out in the chat, so say a quick hello. We got my man John from John's Comics with Kids. He was just streaming yesterday on his regular Saturday morning show. Good to see you, my friend. He says my box was left out in the rain. Is this an 80s emo album? Yes, it is my new upcoming album about me in the 80s when I was only 2 years old. Chet I Knight in the chat. What is up, my man? Good morning. Technically, yes, another minute or so here on the East Coast. We got Streetside Anthony, my dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Doing well here, and it's been a little while. So Anthony, always good to see you. A local here in Jersey and Connecticut, New York. The guy's everywhere here on the East Coast. Always has great deals, and just such a great guy. So good to see you, Anthony. Thanks for popping in. Let's see, Comic Book Cuber, long time no see. Hello. We got Manny the Hobgoblin Collector. Hello. He says, I just got my books from Jason yesterday. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Jason's a really good guy. Just slowly getting to know him through Instagram and seeing his posts and stuff like that. And like I said, he's got a ton of great books that he has for sale all the time. So definitely recommend checking them out if you haven't already. All right. So so like I said, I have these. This is over like a period of time. So, Jason posts, a good, I think twice a week or something like that. And it's been, this is over the course of probably like 3 months or maybe 2 months since I've been like just collecting one or, claiming a book here and there. And then finally, I was waiting to have a reasonable amount to like ship all in one, which is another great feature that Jason, hooks up his people with is he'll hold on to the books for you until you are ready to ship. So always appreciate that as well. So I'm gonna open these up. Like I said, these were left outside on my porch, but luckily they were double bagged here, so hopefully nothing too damaged. And it's funny because it's been like I said, it's been about 2 months since I've been like claiming books from him. Just on this package, I bought stuff before too from him, but this was kind of a little bit of a long time coming. So I don't fully remember all the things that I claimed or that I bought. So there might be some surprises in here. Philly Phil, what is up, my dude? Good to see you, man. All right, so this is bag 1 or box 1, we'll call it. Get these. It's got the blue tape going here. No pull tabs, Jason. No pull tabs. Just saying. Pull tabs is life. Is what I go by. But I appreciate the blue tape just to keep it safe and easy to peel. So Let's see. We'll go with. He has one right up off the top. Oh yeah, this is the most recent one. Okay, cool. So maybe he was like bagging these together as I was like claiming um, throughout the past couple of months. Let's see here. The hockey, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I was going for, but yeah, the hockey hair, it's definitely flowing for sure. Yeah, just letting it grow out. Not sure what I'm doing with it yet, but it's different. I could see myself cutting it in the summertime, just once it gets warm. Let's see. In the meantime, as I take these as I open these up, just a reminder that we will be live this Tuesday over on my channel here for Omni X-Men with John and our guest Fable. One collection down. He's going to be our guest for the evening, and we are going to be breaking down the Kitty Pryde and Wolverine miniseries, 6-issue miniseries. If you guys have not read that, you got a little time before we all get into it. So I should just cut this here. Sorry, my dog's barking. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. I've never actually watched any John Wick before. I always hear great things. Not necessarily my cup of tea though. But maybe one day I watch because I only hear great things about John Wick. But yeah, so we're gonna be live this Tuesday, and we're also doing so that'll be Kitty Pryde and Wolverine series. I've never read that, so we'll break down the first 2 issues there, and then afterwards we're gonna go into JP's channel and talk about some Black Hammer. So looking forward to that as well. Ooh, I see some X-Men books, of course. Maybe I should have pre-opened this live or before live. It's taking me a little time here. Sorry, guys. Great movie, but difficult. So that also is what I heard. So, and we are dog lovers, and I don't know if I could handle sad news on that front. It's funny because right now we are. Oh, hey, Jax. There's the bud. Oh, hold on one sec. I see. So he was bagging them or putting them together, I guess, as I was claiming them. So there's a couple of extra. It's like tape on both sides here. Here we go. Let's see. It was similar to my daughter's watching Guardians 3. Oh yeah, with the animals and stuff. That was sad. All right. So I got the first bag here. So let's jump into some of this stuff. Already seeing some things that I know some of you in the chat are going to appreciate. So we'll just kick it off right here. X-Men Classic. This is number 3. I actually never owned this before, so I think I still want to get a newsstand at some point, but I mean I didn't have any, so I will definitely take this copy. And I should also know a lot of these books like varied from $1 to $5, and then maybe there might be 1 or 2 medium-sized books in here that might have been like 10 or 20 bucks, but for the most part these are probably like a $3 to $5 range, but there were definitely some that were $1. Daredevil Born Again, I've been kind of slowly picking these up, and I'm looking for more newsstand for this. I haven't read all of this yet. Daryl and I Read Your Comics, we're still in the 100s at the moment, but we're reading the Frank Miller stuff, so hopefully we'll get to jump into more of those soon, or sooner rather than later. I got this was another one I'd never owned, but we had read it recently. So 176, kind of a filler, as we talked about on the show for Omni X-Men, but still a good time. And Cyclops there getting choked out by an octopus. And then I do like this cover a lot. How it's like shooting the title there and everything. Cyclops. So, and the colors are really cool as well. Yes, of course. You guys already know. And then this is a random switch it up here. I think this was like for like $5, so I couldn't pass this up. So I think it's Middleton, right? Batgirl issue number 50. This was at one point, I remember, going for like $25-30 when it first came out, and I missed it. I remember I was buying Batgirl Middleton covers, and for whatever reason, I like didn't get this one. And but when I regretted it because I immediately saw it. I wish I could have gotten it, and it was sold out everywhere. And then of course it was, you know, amped up, hyped up, and went to like $30. So finally came back down, got it for $5. Jason, thanks again, man. Love this cover, and glad to finally have it in the collection. It's been a while since I've had that, or since I've been trying to go after that. All right, back to Marvel. Slowly filling my run here of Spider-Woman. I think he had this for like $1 or $2. Couldn't pass it up. So this is issue number 2 from Spider-Woman. I think there was like 50 altogether. Fairly easy run to collect, I think. I mean, there were a lot that I found in like dollar bins when I was really going through the bulk of it. I think I'm still missing maybe 5 or 6, but there's that. These were definitely some fun early issues, and I got to keep reading that. Candace and I, we were kind of doing a buddy read for this, and I think we were at like issues 10 or 11. So got to pick that back up. Here's a cool one, Web of Spider-Man. This is the giant size annual, and this is actually a cover that my dad had drawn. So if you guys don't know, my dad, Greg LaRocque, artist for Marvel and DC, also a bunch of indie projects as well. But yeah, this was a cover by him. And there's actually there's a story behind this that, oh man, and I can't even remember. Maybe my dad can leave a comment in here later if he watches this, but or I'll have to ask him. But there is, I won't say which one, but there is a face on here that I think he said he did not draw, and it was someone else that drew it, and he has a story behind it. It's really cool. But if you guys ever had to guess, or if you have a copy, you know, take a close look at it and see which one you think might not have been my dad that drew a face on this cover. Really, really cool. But yeah, so I love this. Anytime I see it, I'll pick it up, and it's nice little newsy as well. And that's annual 3, by the way, Spider-Man. What was Spider-Man annual 3? Some more X-Men here. Phoenix. What if Phoenix had not died? I'd never read this before, but anything with Phoenix and the X-Men in it, obviously, I'm going to pick up. So you know, I've definitely seen this before, never owned it before. So glad I could finally get a copy of that. Technically, What If issue number 27. Anthony, good to see you, man. Have a great day. Yeah, you're going to Queenstown. Nice. I figured you had some shows this weekend, so but appreciate you jumping in, man. I agree. The Middleton cover, yeah, Middleton was killing it. I don't know if he's still on that. Oh, Batgirl finished, right? I think that ended, but he was doing some really good stuff there for a while. Back to some DC. Slowly, something else I've been collecting, just Supergirl in general. The adventure stuff I was collecting, but this is the solo series Supergirl. So you know, anytime I can pick that up for cheap as well, then I will. These are always beautiful covers. This is issue number 9. Issue number 9, right there. And then more just like, I love all these classic, like corny DC books. I don't know, like something about them like just hooks me. So Lois Lane, like I always like picking up the Lois Lane books that I see. If I can get them in a nice, like, you know, presentable copy of this. This is really a nice bright white color, and you know, it's a little banged up here on the sides, but from far, I mean, from, you know, not even Mylar. Once I get the Mylar Magic, I think this will even be even more beautiful. So yeah, I thought this was a really cool cover, and I will definitely have to check this out later at some point. Let's see, Manny. Manny said, I just found Web 118 and Annual 5 to complete the entire Web of Spidey run. I'll check Annual 3. That is nice, really nice. Yeah, I hear that Web of Spider-Man is one. I hear it's a very underrated series. That, you know, obviously people are so much more focused on Amazing Spider-Man, but I always hear that Web of Spider-Man is underrated and really worth you know, reading and collecting. The other cool thing about it is reasonably like you can find most of the Web of Spider-Man issues for a reasonable price. There's nothing too crazy. Chet says Lowe's books have value. Yeah, for sure. I mean, and you know, certainly with the nicer quality. The tough thing with these is a lot of times when I see them, they're either so banged up, like, and just the cover's destroyed, or I see a lot of drawing on them, which this one doesn't have any pen mark. For whatever reason, I don't know. I just feel like I see a lot of like Superman, Lois Lane, like all these from back in the day. Jimmy Olsen, they just have like pen mark. I don't know what they were just drawing on DC books for whatever reason back then, and I feel like I see it more on DC books of that era than I do in Marvel for whatever reason. Back to some X-Men there, Starjammers. So this was, I actually owned this one. I think this is the one I did not own. So 1 and 2. So I actually Jason had both for sale, and I think it was for like $5 or $10. So I was trying to get get these both in my collection. I actually might have only had this one. I think this was the one I was missing. So never read it, but love me some Starjammers, and seems to be like a spotlight on you. So I'm gonna open them up later and take a look to see if it's more of like a magazine or if it actually has some stories in it. But it does say issues 1 of 1 and 1 of 2, or 2 of 2, 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. So those are some Starjammers. Spectacular, another one, chat, for sure. And that's another one I've been slowly picking up little by little when I get the chance to. We got early, like a middling early Avengers. I always, keep an eye on these early 100s. So the 133, I don't think I have this one in my collection. Beautiful artwork. Doesn't have it listed here, but I think, was this maybe Gene Colan at this time? 133. Actually curious, because I'm gonna. Sorry, chat. I know you're in the room. You're gonna freak out when I open this book, but I have to. What I want to see. I want to see what this is. Sal Buscema and Joe Station, and then Steve Englehart being the writer here. So really nicely done. Again, sorry, chat. I know you're cringing right now, but beautiful book, beautiful splash page, and the artwork from this era, just awesome, absolutely awesome. Let's see. oh my god. Chat's freaking out. He's freaking out. I got one more book from this era, or from this box, or this package, and then I'll show the rest. I'll open the other one there. So there's that one, 133. And then this was cool. I've never seen this before. Actually, chat, I'm curious if you own this. It's Wolverine. It just says Wolverine 1, Marvel Universe, all ages, and just an homage to Days of Future Past, which is beautiful. Just, I mean, like a classic or an iconic cover. So you got Kitty and Wolvie on the front. And it's not even a full size, magazine, as you can see the bag and board here. So I don't know. I'll have to flip through it. I don't know if it's potentially from another country or just like a magazine of some sort or something like that. Paul in the 619. What is going on, Paul? Good to see you, sir. Happy Sunday. Chet says, I don't own that, but I've seen it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never seen it before, so I'll definitely have to open that up later. All right, so that's the first batch, right? And then the second. So again, looks like nothing was damaged from the box that I have on this thumbnail here. So again, got lucky here. Appreciate Jason double bagging everything and putting everything in order here, so, and protected. So again, regardless, would not have been his fault either way. That's just the post office. All right, so there's the next one. Give me a second here to open this stuff up. Let's see. By the way, chat, good times the other night, man. That live stream with Fable and the guys had a really, really good time. If you guys have not seen that, it was Friday night. It was streaming over on One Collection Down. It's Fable's YouTube channel on the Blame Fable show. A lot of laughs. Let's see. Let's get this out. Oh yeah, okay. These I do remember ordering some of these. Do you guys rebag and board everything that that you get from your collection when you're buying like new books from the store or from a show? Do you guys normally rebag and board everything yourselves, or do you just keep it in what's already in? Curious how you guys do that. I'll probably be going through and rebagging and boarding all these because I don't like they get dirty and of course I like all my stuff in Mylar, whether it's new or old. I put everything in Mylar nowadays. Just the way it presents is worth it for me. And Mylar's come down back to normal pricing again. So I mean, it's still expensive in comparison to, you know, the cheaper poly bags, but nowhere near as what it was at one point. So all right, that's cool. So let's see. I don't know if I should do these in order. There's a few that's like a partial run here that I bought. Paul was hanging out with us. He says, "Yeah, great show Friday. Appreciate it, man. Fable and the Crew, they are awesome. They absolutely are. Shout out to Tacky and Stu and brother Joe, who was with us as well. Yeah, just a really really fun time. I know Nick is usually on that show as well. He couldn't make it, but yeah, we had a blast. Let's see. Sometimes I replace the bag because I prefer resealable bags and don't like tape anywhere near the. That's fair. Yeah, so that's the other reason. Like sometimes like the tape is like old. It's like kind of makes you nervous. You know, if it were to ever to get on a book or anything like that. So that's another good reason to want to rebagging board. All right, so like half of this pile here is Captain Marvel stuff. So this is from the most recent run with Kelly Thompson doing the writing here. I really enjoyed the Brood saga of this. If you guys have read that, I think these were right around these issues, like a little bit past 37, I think. But I really enjoyed it. So this was something I wanted to go back and read because I was not reading this in the very beginning when the series first kicked off. But love me some Captain Marvel, and you know, again, the tie-ins with the X-Men and things like that. That's what kind of got my attention. The artwork, everything else is absolutely stunning. So wanted to start getting more into the earlier stuff and read those. Here's the annual Captain Marvel annual one that they had done. There's our Starjammers team there at the bottom. I think that's another thing. Like Captain Marvel, like even though she's not an X-Men or mutant in that regard, just being her association to the X-Men and Starjammers and all the characters that I love and that we've been talking about on Omni X-Men, like I think that's a big part of just why I'm always like pulled back to just anything that is related to Captain Marvel. So this is issue number 36. And I'm curious if any of you have read this. Overall, I've heard good things about like the entire run as a whole. Like I said, I read some of these later ones with the Brood saga. I think it was like right after these issues that I'm showing, like 39, 40s. And that was a lot of fun. And again, tied into the X-Men stuff. So there's number 33. And these are all like $1. So that's why I'm just like, okay, easy sell for me. I will do that every time. Here's 32. Again, some really gorgeous covers here. I think they changed artists a few times, but or at least for the interior of the book, but or probably for the covers too. But I wanted to get all the cover A's that I could, so that was my goal. Anything that was a cover A, and that's the one thing I asked Jason to confirm when he was first selling these. So yeah, beautiful covers here. That was 31. This is 30, right there. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. I do remember some of these as they were coming out. I mean, this was over the course of just like a year, 2 years, I guess. Some Stephen Strange involved, Doctor Strange. This is a really cool one as well. Yeah, like I don't know this storyline at all, but man, it looks really cool bringing Doctor Strange in, you know, that whole world. So that's some more Captain Marvel. Let me see if I have any others before. I got 4 more, and then I got just 3 other books. So I'll finish up with the Captain Marvel stuff. So I'm definitely still missing some of the earlier ones, but here's issue number 27. Yeah, Namor down there. 26. Yeah, so I guess Namor had a bit of a story arc as well. This is 17. Come on. How great is that? Who is the Nexus? And then this was number 1. This was the first cover there. So this definitely this is from Amanda Connor, who did this cover here. I should know that just from looking at it. But yeah, great stuff. So I do want to read this at some point. I do want to collect the rest of it at some point. So if you guys see anyone who has this, let me know. 3 more books here. 2 of them are Avengers. So just thought this was a beautiful book. 340. I mean, the cover to that is really, really great. You know, Captain Marvel in the background, but then close up on Wasp there. Just really cool. So wanted to get that again later in the run there, 340, and then this one as well. Beautiful cover, and again, I think these were like $1, so 325. have not read these or really of this era, but yeah, I mean, Avengers is probably another one I should at some point just start really reading, like the original Avengers stuff. And then this last one, it's I haven't seen this before. It ties in with X-Men. It is Marvel. Chat curious if you've seen this, but it's a what the? I guess they did a bunch of these. This is issue number 4. I did see a few other ones, but I was looking for, and this was newsstand. I was just looking for X-Men related ones, but there's definitely other. I guess this is kind of like a what if type of deal. But yeah, Marvel Mag and Mirth and Mayhem. Look at that. Anyways, Mutant Beat is it bench? Oh, beach. Yeah, Mutant Beach Party. Looks like an N backwards there. And then you just got all of our favorite X-Men lying on the beach. So it actually you got Iceman in there too. It looks like he's melting. Looks like he's up there melting. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a bad thing though. Like they look like they're either I don't know if they're relaxing or if they're actually in trouble. No pets on the beach. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're relaxing. It's just like Storm is laying over top of Colossus, so it makes me think maybe everybody's hurt. Maybe everyone's knocked out or injured. I don't know. But either way, I'll have to open that up and see what this is all about. Apparently, this is part 2, so I'm gonna need to get issue 3, which would be part 1 at some point. Let's see. Okay, so Chess says it's comedy. He says he's got a couple of those, including that one. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I did see there was one that was like a joke on like Wolverine's character, like Wolverina or something like that. Like another female Wolverine type of character. But yeah, I figured it was a kind of a comedy of sorts. Oh, okay, kind of like a Mad Magazine for Marvel. That makes sense, Manny. Cool. Well, there you have it. That's all I got. Those two packages. Really happy that they weren't damaged by the rain. Sorry again for my dog barking in the background, but yeah, I want to give a shout out to Jason Bags and Borbs over on Instagram. I put his information in the description below. Also his sales page. If you guys get a chance, check it out. Reach out to him. Guy's posting some really great content all the time. He posts like action figures along with his books too on his regular page. So just a nice refreshing style of content. So yeah, other than that, we'll be back here live on Tuesday, 9:00 Eastern for Omni X-Men. Breaking down the first 2 issues of Kitty Pryde and Wolverine, so definitely be ready for that. But otherwise, I'm going to get out of here for now. So happy Sunday. Appreciate everybody that was hanging out in the chat. If you're here watching it live or if you're just watching the replay, thank you as well. Smash that like button on the way out. Until next time, I will talk to you later.